Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to recap the first game of the WCC tournament, semi-final games for tonight. Gonzaga, San Francisco starts in a few minutes, but I want to get this one out. St. Mary's with a 14-point victory in their semi-final here over Santa Clara. Led by Alex Dukas, 21 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He was red hot in the first half. He was like 6 of 7 from 3. Really kept St. Mary's afloat in the first half because everybody else was kind of struggling. But the rest of the team just really started to get going in the second half. They just outplayed Santa Clara, and St. Mary's just got hot in that second half. But the thing that really killed Santa Clara tonight, because they shot solid, 47.2% from the floor, 7 of 14 from 3, 50.0%. Was the rebounding, I guess. 35-24, gave up 11 offensive rebounds, 24 defensive, only 13 assists and 25 made field goals, where St. Mary's had 20 assists on 30 made field goals. I just don't know what the problem was with Santa Clara, because they shot well. It was just the deficit they built themselves at halftime, down by 7, and they went down by like 14 in the second half. It was still a good season for Santa Clara, don't get me wrong. They got down by 16 in the second half, but it was just too little too late for them to try and anything. It's just Santa Clara was too hot in this game, where they shot 53% from the floor, only 37% from 3, but Alex Dukas got hot in the first half, really kept them afloat. And then St. Mason Ford's got on the second half, 18 points, 4 rebounds. Saxon, 9 points, 8 rebounds. Mahaney, 10 points, 4 assists. Marcelonis, 13 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Luke Barrett, 6 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. Had a lot of offensive rebounds in that second half. And it wasn't like they shot the lights out from 3. It's just nobody else really stepped up for Santa Clara besides Carlos Marshall Jr., who got going in the second half, and then Christian Hammond off the bench. Everybody else had single digits. That was really the main problem, where St. Mary's had 4 guys in double digits, where Santa Clara only had 2, and everybody else kind of just struggled. For Santa Clara, Carlos Marshall Jr., 26 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Christian Hammond off the bench, 13 points, 3 assists. Played pretty good in the 19 minutes he played at 13 and 3, but everybody else really struggled. Johnny O'Neal had been pretty good this year, only 3 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Adama Ball really struggled, 2 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Been pretty good this year, but definitely probably had his worst game of the season. Probably him and Johnny O'Neal. And when you have 2 of your players have their worst games of the season in the WCC tournament against probably the best team in this conference, or at least one of the top 2 teams in St. Mary's, it's going to be hard to beat them. Especially when you only have 2 guys in double digits and 1 guy with 26 to 65 points. Benjamin, 5 points. Cameron Tong, how do you say his name? Tong, 5 points. Tyree Bryan, 2 points. Christopher Tilley, 7 points. I mean, just nobody else besides Carlos Marshall and Christian Hammond really shot for Santa Clara, compared to where St. Mary's had 4 guys in double digits, and Luke Barrett gave them some good minutes off the bench, and Saxon, the minutes he played, gave him some good minutes. So St. Mary's advanced to their conference championship. It's just the deficit Santa Clara built themselves in the second half was just too much to come from, and St. Mary's just one of the top 2 teams in this conference. And for the third consecutive year, they're on to the WCC Championship. I mean, it was a 14, kind of mixed between like a 14-point game for a majority of it. Then they pulled away. It's like a 17-point lead, and then it ended up 14. So it kind of just stayed between like 14, 17 points in the second half. So Alex Dukas kept him in the first half, really 6 threes. Just an unbelievable game from him, and then everybody else kind of showed up in the second half. Carlos Marshall played great for St. Clair, but didn't really matter. That's all for this game, so until next time out. Peace.